Councillor Debbie D. was re-elected in Powell River's recent civic election, with all but two of her former teammates. She is looking forward to working with the two newly elected councillors, Myrna Leishman and Russell Brewer.
Very dynamic. We've got a lot of us that are still there that had formed a really good team, and we work well together. We value the addition of Myrna with her experience and Russell with his innovative and new ideas. And already it's only the middle of January and we've already started forming a really good bond together, so I'm excited about it.
This council is committed to creating revenue and jobs for Powell River. Thinking outside the box, Debbie D. has some interesting and very viable ideas. Hemp farming is one of them.
I've done a little bit of research myself on hemp farming, and I think it would be viable. I think as far as value added, we could be using it for paper. I have my artists right here who absolutely love hemp paper to sketch on, which I already buy at Opus. We have stores in Vancouver that are selling hemp products for hemp oil. It's a fantastic moisturizer, hemp lip balm, hemp everything, right? And then you also have your fiber, so not only paper, but you have clothing, you have shoes, you have everything. That's a total industry that we could be taking advantage of here. Manitoba is where they grow the most hemp, and there's something like 25,000 acres, but we have a lot of acreage in the ALR right now, even in PRSC land and in city-owned land. And I don't see why we couldn't treat this something like our community forest, where we have people that are going out working and paying us dividends. So this is an own source revenue as well. So we have city land that we could be planting. And you talk to the old mariners, I mean, they would much prefer to have hemp rope on their boats than they would have polypropylene rope on their boats. Hemp likes poor soil, so you don't have to have a fantastically rich agricultural land reserve, and I think we have some pretty moderate to poor land in the ALR that we could do as test plots. Also, hemp does not rob the soil of its nutrients, like a lot of places where you have to keep fertilizing or you have to put it into a brown field for a year or two after you grow. You don't have to do that with hemp. You can just keep growing it year after year after year, and it just grows. It's a weed after all.
With a newly formed steering committee, this council is determined to resolve the sewage question.
Got councillors Leishman and Brewer, I believe, on what is going to be our newly formed steering committee. And we have been already starting to talk in the community about interested parties to form another advisory committee. So we will take a look, and believe me, 13, 14 years into this thing, and we can't, no one has been able to make a decision. At least we made a decision and we moved forward in a direction. It wasn't popular with a lot of people, but it was with a lot of others. So what we will do is, and I mean, I'm going to just step right out there and take a stand that in 18 months, we'll have a decision and we'll have a plan. We can't do this for another 12 years. We just can't. It has to be done. It has to be done this term, and we'll have it done with public input and with the blessing of the people, no matter what the decision is.
Councillor D. recognizes the challenges this community faces. She refuses to look back, but rather insists we have to move forward.
Well, the biggest challenges we're going to face is how to move forward affordably, right? We still need to carry on and continue to build our community. Yes, we're facing hard, difficult times. Yes, we're facing financial difficulties that we really need to overcome, but that doesn't mean that we have to stop. If we stop, everything is going to start crumbling. We need to continue to move forward, right? I strongly believe that we need to build our cultural center on that waterfront land, with the library being phase 1. I strongly believe that we need to have a very good presence with our firefighters, our police force, our ambulance services, all of that. We need to continue to support that.
In Powell River for Shaw TV, I'm Brooke McGuire.